guys, welcome back to another I'm not gonna do that. Never ever again. Um hey guys, welcome back. It's time for another video. Yippee! And this video is going to be a very interesting one indeed. Now, I know how I mentioned beforehand in the first video that I really like Mario and Pokemon. Now, those two interests, got me into a game what is known as Super Smash Brothers. Many people have heard of it before, and if you haven't, you better go search it up now. But, it's time for a video relating to it. Even before a Mario and Pokemon video. So, what exactly are we going to be doing? This video, we are going to be cutting the Smash roster in half for a hypothetical Smash 6. Now, this will be a series where, firstly, we get the cut in half Smash roster in this video, then we do some of the newcomers, and then eventually we're gonna rework every Smash moveset along with giving new movesets to the newcomers. So I guess without further ado, let's just get right into the cutting. Alright, hold on. I just want to get some clarification out of the way. Firstly, I just want to say anyone can be cut from the roster, so there may be some surprising cuts, but that's going to be expected. Since, not everyone has a total agreement on who should stay and who shouldn't stay for a hypothetical Smash 6. Secondly, this is all just for fun. I'm not trying to predict anything. I'm just, having fun, and if there's any suggestions or whatnot, or any comments you have, then you can leave them below. Though I prefer there not to be any purposefully mean comments or whatnot, because I would choose to ignore those. And third of all, I'm going to be trying to keep the most amount of unique movesets that I can. Now, obviously, like I said before, there will be updates to the characters' movesets who will be staying, but that also means that I could keep a simple character, and later on, I will be able to update their moveset to be more unique, so bear that in mind. Anyways, and without further ado, let's just go on to start cutting the roster, starting with Smash 64. Alright, so starting off with the original Smash 64 roster, aka the OG12, which includes Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, Pikachu, Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, and Jigglypuff. Now, people normally assume with these types of videos that, no one would cut the OG12 since, they're the iconic, since the beginning characters. However, there is one character that comes to mind that I will cut, and that is unfortunately the balloon Pokemon Jigglypuff. Now, you might be asking, and you might be confused, why would I cut Jigglypuff over someone like Ness or Captain Falcon that hasn't had a game in a millennium? And to that, I answer, well, firstly, we can get a more creative Pokemon other than Jigglypuff. Now, Fairy type is one of my favorite types, but I feel like Jigglypuff doesn't represent the type very well, and if I do add more Pokemon reps, there could be a better Fairy type rep. And secondly, if you guys didn't know, Jigglypuff was actually almost cut from Smash Bros. Brawl, and that is enough evidence for me to cut the little round Jigglypuff from the roster. So that means we keep the other 11, and the Kirby with a haircut and ears gets gets popped like a balloon. And, get it? Haha, balloon. Oh god, this Jigglypuff's gonna come for me when I sleep and put marker all over my face. But now we can go on to Smash Melee. Alright, so now for the arguably most popular Smash Bros. Game, we have Smash Melee, which brings Princess Peach, Bowser, Ice Climbers, Sheik, Zelda, Dr. Mario, Pichu, Falco, Marth, Young Link, Ganondorf, Mewtwo, Roy, and Mr. Game & Watch with it. And out of these characters, we are cutting Ice Climbers, Sheik, Dr. Mario, Pichu, and Falco, Young Link, Mewtwo, and Roy. Now, this firstly seems very controversial, and secondly seems like a big cut since we only have Peach, Bowser, Zelda, Marth, Ganon, and Mr. Game & Watch remaining. Now, let me make a quick explanation on why each character is going to be cut in respective. Ice Climbers, they're just basically not relevant at all, and also partial reason I hate playing against them. Next is Sheik. She's partially cut. She's going to be put into Zelda's moveset, so you Sheik mains will, I guess, be happy still. Dr. Mario, firstly, he's one of my mains, and it feels weird I'm going to be cutting him, but he works more as a skin, if anything. Like, you have Dr. Mario for, like, a character like Toad, Waluigi even, Pichu, he only really returned because of everybody's here. No one, really wants this semi-clone here. Next is Falco. Very controversial, but I just feel Falco plays too similar to Fox. Yeah, he's supposed to be more in the air type and whatnot, but yeah, I just don't see Falco staying. Next, Young Link. It's just a clone of Link. You could get more unique with him, but I feel overall you could just add better Legend of Zelda characters. Next, Mewtwo. Another controversial one, but I do not want to have too many Gen 1 Pokemon, since, the whole Gen 1er thing. And lastly, we have Roy. There's going to be a huge onslaught of removing Fire Emblem characters, and Roy is one of them. He's just one of the unlucky, non-unique Fire Emblem characters. But I guess now we can move on to Smash Brothers Brawl. Okay, so now Smash Brawl, which, fun fact, was my first Smash Bros. Game. I used to play with my older sister on our Wii. But anyways, the newcomers for Smash Bros. Brawl are Meta Knight, Pit, Zero Suit Samus, Wario, Snake, Ike, Squirtle, Ivysaur, Charizard, Diddy Kong, Lucas, Sonic, King Dedede, Olimar, Lucario, Rob, Toon Link, and Wolf. And from these batch, I am cutting Zero Suit Samus, Snake, Ike, Olimar, Lucas, Toon Link, and Wolf. Which means we are keeping Meta Knight, Pit, Wario, Squirtle, Ivysaur, Charizard, Diddy Kong, Sonic, King Dedede, Lucario, and Rob. Now, time to get some explanations for these cuts. Zero Suit Samus. It just feels weird to have her on the roster with Samus. Yeah, I know you can have two separate characters, I guess, still be on the same roster. But again, there's not really much you can do with her. Now, Snake. This is a very, very controversial cut. But I had to keep only one of the third parties, and Sonic is overall just more popular and has more potential than Snake. And Snake only really came back for the Everybody's Here, just like Pichu. Ike, I'm cutting because he's not a unique Fire Emblem character. Olimar, there could be better Pikmin rep, like with the newer Pikmin game that released. Lucas, I was not gonna keep both him and Ness, because he's just like a Ness semi-clone. Toon Link, same reason as Young Link. Wolf, controversial pick again, but just like Falco, he's too similar to Fox, and this is sad because Wolf is one of my mains. I also forgot to mention earlier, Mewtwo is one of my mains, so I've already cut 3 of my mains. So next, I guess we move on to the very poorly sold game because of its kind of trash console, Smash 4 for the 3DS and Wii U. Alright, so now for Smash 4. The newcomers for Smash 4 were Villager, Mega Man, Wii Fit Trainer, Rosalina and Luma, Little Mac, Greninja, The Mii's, Palutena, Dark Pit, Pac-Man, Lucina, Robin, Shulk, Bowser Jr., Duck Hunt, and then the DLC of Ryu, Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta. So, for who we are cutting Lucina, Dark Pit, Mega Man, Wii Fit Trainer, Little Mac, The Mii's, Palutena, Bowser Jr., and Duck Hunt, and Corrin. See, now I just want to point out that this is probably the most controversial out of the cuts. Firstly, we have Mega Man, said to be one of the core 4 of Smash Bros. Along with Mario, Sonic, and Pac-Man. I just don't really think that there's enough space for Mega Man to stay. Wii Fit Trainer, she's kind of a random character. She's fun to play, but once again, random. Little Mac, I needed to cut back on the retro reps, and Little Mac, there's not much else. Like, he can't solo his series inside of this game. The Mii's, big cut, I know, but honestly, like, the mechanic is very confusing. Like, yeah, it seems simple enough, but I just can't waste some roster slots on them. Next, Palutena, very, very controversial cut, but I just think there's room for more unique newcomers from Kid Icarus Uprising. So, she's gone. Bowser Jr., I needed to cut off some more Mario characters. Duck Hunt, once again, like I said, I need to cut on the retro spots, and Duck Hunt, unfortunately, even though I like playing him, was one I had to cut. Corrin is the only of the 4 DLC that I cut, and that's just because, like, yeah, they have a little bit more uniqueness to them, but they're not as unique as the other Fire Emblem characters I picked. Lucina, she's just Marth without the tipper, and Dark Pit, at that point he could just be a skin, which he already was, but of course they made him into an original character. So lastly, we move on to my favorite of the Smash Bros. Titles, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Alright, so now we are at Smash Ultimate, where the newcomers were Inkling, Daisy, Ridley, Simon, Richter, Chrom, Dark Samus, King K. Rool, Isabelle, Ken, Incineroar, Piranha Plant, Joker, Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry, Byleth, Min Min, Steve, Sephiroth, Pyramithra, Kazuya, and Sora. And for the cuts, this is going to be very, very controversial, but we have Dark Samus, Daisy, Richter, Isabelle, Incineroar, Piranha Plant, Joker, Hero, Terry, Min Min, Steve, Sephiroth, Kazuya, and Sora. Now hold on, put your pitchforks or whatever other weapons you have down. Please put them down, or else, you won't be able to see the explanations. So first of all, let's do Dark Samus and Daisy, Echo Fighters that they have good potential, but to be honest, they hold up roster slots for other characters that could be way more unique compared to them. Next, Richter is the same case as the other two, plus Simon is probably more iconic since he was the main protagonist in the first Castlevania. Next, Isabelle, very controversial cut. I might revert it, but at the same time, Isabelle, she's just a villager, but slightly different. So she's just a semi-clone of villager. Incineroar, we already have a fully evolved fire starter, and we also have a dark type starter that's fully evolved. So even if Incineroar fits the game very well, I'm going to have to cut him. Piranha Plant, I love Piranha Plant, #Plant Gang, but I can't keep him, unfortunately, because there would need to be spots for other Mario reps, and also he's kind of just a joke character that came with the game as a bonus DLC. Joker is next. I'm probably going to be murdered for this one, but I just decided to remove him since, he's a cool character, and even if I don't know much about Persona, I just think there could be probably a more iconic character, since I apparently heard that Persona 4 is very popular. Next, Hero. He seems like more for the, I guess, old school fans of Smash Bros, people who know what Dragon Quest is, but I just have to cut him since he's kind of just a sword fighter mixed in with RNG. Terry is next, and I should probably group Kazuya in with him too. Two possibly very controversial cuts, but firstly for Kazuya, I just see him as too complex for a game like Smash. And Terry, I would have liked to keep him, but I just needed more spots for other guys kept. Min Min, let's all be honest, I think it's probably a blessing if she's gone, even if she's a cool character outside of her gameplay. Steve, definitely the most controversial cut, but to be honest, people would probably say, oh, why not cut Banjo, who I kept, or Byleth, two DLC characters that weren't really well liked in the game. Yes, I know Banjo is well liked outside of the game, but people don't really like his gameplay. But I just decided to cut Steve because he just doesn't really fit in the way of Smash Bros. Due to his limits with his style. Now he's Sephiroth. I don't know much about Final Fantasy, but I just decided to cut Sephiroth since I feel there could be possible more unique options, and hypothetically, if we are doing this Smash 6 concept, the Square Enix roster would probably be cut to only Cloud, since he's more of an icon compared to Sephiroth. Lastly, Sora. Yes, probably the biggest addition other than Steve, but I just don't see him being able to come back. Plus, he's just kind of like Hero again, which he's just a swordy that that just uses projectiles and whatnot. So these are our roster cuts. To reiterate, we have cut Dark Samus, Jigglypuff, Daisy, Ice Climbers, Sheik, Dr. Mario, Pichu, Falco, Lucina, Young Link, Mewtwo, Roy, Chrom, Dark Pit, Zero Suit Samus, Snake, Ike, Olimar, Lucas, Toon Link, Wolf, Mega Man, Wii Fit Trainer, Little Mac, The Mii's, Palutena, Bowser Jr., Duck Hunt, Ken. I forgot to mention that I cut Ken and Chrom. Just my bad for that. Corrin, Richter, Isabel, Incineroar, Piranha Plant, Joker, Hero, Terry, Min Min, Steve, Sephiroth, Kazuya, and Sora. Which means we have kept Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, Pikachu, Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, Peach, Bowser, Zelda, Marth, Ganondorf, Mr. Game & Watch, Meta Knight, Pit, Wario, Squirtle, Ivysaur, Charizard, Diddy Kong, Sonic, King Dedede, Lucario, Rob, Villager, Rosalina, Luma, Greninja, Pac-Man, Robin, Shulk, Ryu, Cloud, Bayonetta, Inkling, Ridley, Simon, King K. Rool, Banjo, Byleth, and Pythra. So, this is the end of the video, and hopefully you guys come back next time for the next video relating to the series where we talk about newcomers, and hopefully don't try murdering me for the choices I made, since this is firstly all opinion based and this is just a hypothetical. But I'll see you guys in the next video, and until next time, goodbye, fellow people. Cookie Monster.